Today we're doing a short interview with one of our 2014 YALI finalists. Her name is Jessyca Joyekurun, and she is the Managing Director of Expand Human Resources. It's a business that she founded 3 years ago, which now employs 5 people. So Jessyca, in March, the Young African Leaders Network is emphasizing a campaign to invest in women and girls. Why do you think this is important?
Because from what Michelle Obama said in the conference we went to in Washington last year, she says, if you educate a woman, you're educating your home. Mm-hmm. So this is very important to be able to focus on women, because there have been lots of discrimination during the past decades, and when we realize that in school they might be the most brilliant, or they might even do better and more focused at work. So it's a gender that shouldn't be overlooked.
Very good. And so you are an entrepreneur who started her own human resources consulting firm. From your perspective, what are some of the challenges facing Mauritian women in the business sector today?
So first of all, especially as a young woman, it's to be able to have a voice out there, to be able to market what you're doing, to be taken seriously. And also, some people even think that you climbed the ladder through other ways than just running a business. So you tend to have the stereotype that you have to keep fighting back all the time, and which is tiring at some point. But once you maintain your integrity and you work hard for it, and you maintain the image that you build, it can really pulls you up. It pulls you up, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So it's showing a level of professionalism to break down stereotypes.
Yes.
Very good. And what societal attitudes in general need to change in order to allow women and girls to take on more leadership roles?
For example, I see this in everyday recruitment, for example, where if I have a manager who's a man, and he has someone who's expecting, for example, in an interview, and he's already discriminating and saying, no, we're not going to hire that woman because the person is expecting. Mm-hmm. And I see the difference when a woman hires, and I'm actually living that reality where I'm very surprised and I'm very touched by hiring someone who's 5 months pregnant, and even though giving them the maternity leave that they know, and knowing that they will come back and they will feel even more engaged towards the company, for example, mm-hmm. than dismissing the person right from the start because the person just got married, or just got engaged, or is expecting, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And even afterwards, it's in the workplace, from what I see, it's to be able to have that open-mindedness of having a woman as a boss. My brother, for example, during his whole career, my elder brother, he has just women as his bosses, and he told me that I've learned to respect and to value the strong women, and so that I can respect their opinion and progress in his career.
Very good. So he's seen his attitudes change as he's interacted with female bosses.
Yeah, and he saw them more human at some point, because mm-hmm. if you're having a personal problem, that everybody can have any kind of personal problems that can or cannot impact on your work life, and you see with the women, they tend to be more considerate than I've seen managers who are men that they will tell you, no, when you come to work, you leave your problems by the door. It doesn't concern me. Mm-hmm. So I think women are more empathic, which brings a different vision of leadership, and which should be that way, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And let me just ask one follow-up question. What would you say to a young Mauritian girl who's studying now, and her family maybe is discouraging her from pursuing higher education, or from, dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur someday? How would you encourage her to dream big and to try for those achievements?
First of all, the thing about girls in Mauritius is, I've met lots of them. It's not only having the pressure of not pursuing education, it's also having the pressure of getting married, right. and having a family and things like that. because the culture of arranged marriage is still prevailing even now, I will encourage them, first of all, to still maintain a good relationship with the family, because we don't want to get people on your back. We need support. We can't do things on our own, of course. But the thing is to be able to explain that the century has changed and you have your objectives, and up and until you become someone complete, you won't be able to move on to the next step in your life, and this will help you, be it if it's an enterprise or if it's higher education. And I find it ridiculous if someone is having a scholarship and wants to go for higher education, and if the family is preventing the person from doing that, because for me education is very important, and it's one of the means to climb the ladder in Mauritius. And education and hard work as well.
Very good. Well, thank you for your time, and we wish you all the best with your business.
Thank you very much.